Hi, this is Gayle with BERNINA of Naperville, and welcome to a brand new firmware update for your BERNINA 990. Now, it just dropped this morning, and I wanted to make sure that you knew exactly how to update your machine. And if this process of downloading the update file and all of those things scare you a little bit, well, you know that you can buy a USB stick from us, and in the comments when you check out on our website, you can just tell us that you have a 990 and we'll put the latest firmware update on there for you. So check that out at BERNINAofNaperville.com. But let's go have a look and see what this firmware update is. So to find the firmware update, you simply go to BERNINA.com and you can just go to the sewing machines link. Then as you scroll down, you're going to find the 990 and choose Learn More. On this page, you scroll until you see the Support tab, and you're going to click that. And then you're going to go to the support page for the BERNINA 990. So the new firmware that was just released this morning is actually number V44.02.04. And the most recent update prior to that one was V44.01.05. So just so you make sure that you are putting the correct one on your USB stick. They don't even have the older firmware on here anymore. It's been replaced by the new one. So you click the release notes, and the release notes you can print, and it will tell you all of the improvements and things that have been included or changed in the new firmware version. So in this case, they've added languages that weren't in the machine earlier. They've updated the consultant. The BISR firmware can now be updated separately, and there's just a handful of things for your machine. So one of the things that I really recommend is, even if you haven't had any issues or anything with your BERNINA 990, is that you actually take advantage and download this firmware release. So if you want to download the firmware, you click on the link. And in my case, it's going to be downloading it as a zipped folder into my downloads folder. And it takes a little bit, depending on how fast your internet is and all of that, to download it. Once the firmware is downloaded, you're going to locate where it is on your computer, and it comes in a zipped folder. So I download mine into my downloads folder, for instance. Then you see how this folder has a zipper on it? You're going to right click and you're going to extract all. And then once your file has been extracted, you're going to double click it, select the file, and then I just copy, look for my blank USB stick that's inserted into my computer, that's blank, and then I'm going to paste. And it's important that you put only the file on, not in a folder, and that you use a blank USB stick. And there's other details about this that you can find on the BERNINA website if you click on the download instructions. And this will tell you how to prepare your USB stick and all of those good things, how they need to be formatted and such. And then once the data has transferred to your USB stick, you can right click on the little USB icon and safely remove your hardware. And now we're going to take that USB stick and put it in our 990. So we're checking in this 990. This is stock. It's ready to go. But just yesterday, we got our dealer version of the firmware update. So it's loaded onto this USB stick. So let's pop it in. And look, only after waiting a few seconds, it already detects that a new firmware version is available. Would you like to update the firmware now? If you're patient and you wait for this screen to come up, all you have to do is press the green check mark. Now, if you don't want to go through the automatic thing and just press one button, you can go into your menu, settings, machine, update and reset, update firmware, and then it recognizes that there's firmware on the USB stick, and so we're going to simply press the green button. And Burnley does his job, and the most important thing for you to practice here is patience. So now's the time to go get that cup of coffee, green tea, wine, you know. Okay, so it's done, and we just have to follow the instructions. So the firmware has been updated, switch off and on the machine. All right, so it's been complete. And now we're good to go. All right, I don't think that this is going to be that difficult for you. I think you can do it. And especially since when you plug that USB stick in your machine, it just automatically detects that there's an update on your stick. I love that. Anyway, all right, so if you want to see more tutorials and more videos right here on our Bernina of Naperville YouTube channel, well, it's easy to get there. It's youtube.com/Bernina of Naperville. And then you can like, comment, and subscribe. Happy updating.